kids! Good day! Welcome to another video lesson. I am Teacher Ella and I will be your math teacher for today. Are you ready? That's great!
Our lesson is about visualizing and finding the volume of a solid figure, rectangular prism using cubic centimeter and cubic meter. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to visualize the volume of solid figures, different situations using non-standard and standard units. Finds the volume of a rectangular prism using cubic centimeter and cubic meter. When we talk about the amount of water in a container, we are talking of a volume. When we are talking of how many marbles inside the box, we are talking of volume. So, what is volume? Volume is the amount of space a solid figure occupies. Non-standard units can be used to measure volume. We use different units or objects like marbles, stone, beans, and others that are countable. When a non-standard unit use is small, we need many objects to fill the container. When we use big units, we need fewer objects to fill the container. So, what are the non-standard units? Non-standard do not give consistent and accurate measurement of the volume of a container. Let us take a look at this example. Jane and Carlo wanted to find the volume of an empty box. First, they filled the box with a ball. About 54 balls filled the box. Next, they filled the box with marble. About 285 marbles filled the box. Then, they filled the box with the beans. About 740 beans filled the box. Did Jane and Carlo get the same number of units of volume of the box? Why? Non-standard units do not give the same measure of volume for the same container. Let us have an example. A rectangular prism is a solid figure that has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Vertex is the corner of a shape. Edge is a sector 2 faces of a prism meet. Some rectangular prisms have faces that are shaped like rectangles and squares. Therefore, in finding the volume, you have to multiply the length with height. If it is rectangle and if it is square, multiply side by side. According to what we have started in our lesson, can you now visualize using non-standard units and find the volume of rectangular prism? Let us see. Answer the test below. Let's start with number 1, followed by number 2 and 3. These are the possible answers. Let's now proceed to learning task 1. Get boxes similar in the column above. Visualize the volume. Find the actual number of marbles that will fill each box. Use same size of marbles or other available counters or materials in your house. This is the answer. If we have the same answer, you are correct. Now, let's move on to learning task 2. Use the formula to find the volume of each prism below. Write your answer on your paper. Let's start in number 1. The answer is 80 centimeter. Next, in number 2, the answer is 1,728 centimeter. In number 3, the answer is 15,000 meter. And last, number 4, the answer is 270 meter. If we have the same answers, you are correct. After we discover the learnings from the task, let us add more information to visualize using non-standard units like marbles, bins, and find volume using standard units like cubic centimeter and cubic meter. Visualize using non-standard units which box will have the greater number of mango seeds. Write yes if greater and no if not. These are the answer. Now, let's proceed to learning task 4. Find the volume using the given measurement. Write on your paper. For number 1 or letter A, we have 480 centimeter and the formula is below. For number 2 or letter B, we have 9,000 centimeter. For number 3 or letter C, we have 60 meter. Did you understand how to visualize volume using non-standard units and find the volume of a rectangular prism using cubic centimeter and cubic meter? Let me see if you can. Let us answer the following. For number 1, a wooden box is 24 meter long, 18 meter wide, and 9 meter high. How much space does it enclose? For number 2, a refrigerator has a square base with each side that measures 60 centimeter and stands 122 centimeter. Find the volume of a refrigerator. For number 1, as you can see, we have here the formula and the answer. And the answer is 3,888 meter. For number 2, the answer is 439,200 centimeter. You have to remember, volume is the amount of space a solid figure occupies. Non-standard units can be used to measure volume. We use different units or objects like marbles, stone, bins, and others that are countable. When a non-standard unit use is small, we need many objects to fill the container. When we use big units, we need fewer objects to fill the container. Non-standard units do not give consistent and accurate measurements of the volume of a container. Volume is measured in cubic units, such as cubic centimeter, cubic meters, and cubic millimeters. Use V equals length times width times height to find the volume of a rectangular prism. Here, L is length, W is width, and H is the height of the rectangular prism. Use V equals S to the third power to find the volume of a cube. Here, S is an edge of a cube. Now, in this part, your knowledge will be tested again. To assess your understanding of our lesson for this week, do the following test. Answer the given situation. Write your answer in your paper. Explain your answer. Get a medium-sized chocolate box and a medium-sized powdered milk cartoon, or 2 different available boxes in your house. Which do you think has a greater volume? How will you test which box has a greater volume? Now, visualize. And here is my example. Now, let's proceed to learning task 8. Find the volume of each rectangular prism. Write your answer on your paper. The answer on number 1 is 1,728 centimeter. Number 2, the answer is 468 centimeter. Number 3, 20 centimeter. And number 4, we have 4,000 centimeter. And here's our reflection. And if you learn something from me, I want you to write this on your paper. Starts with, I learned that, I understand that.
And that's the end of our lesson for today. I hope you have learned something new from Teacher Ella. Thank you and see you in another exciting, fun, and wonderful video lesson. Goodbye, kids!